So Mel, back out to you at Penn Dixie. Are you ready to go dig for some trilobites?
I am, and Linda, I just want to say you are still looking good, and I'm glad that you got to let everybody know that it's not that, it's not that freezing cold. I had people who said to me, oh my gosh, don't move to Buffalo, you'll freeze. I mean, we just had 8 straight days above 90, so, it's not that cold. We did have crazy weather, which makes it awesome for fossil hunting. When there's a bit of rain, it can make the digging less difficult. And I got to do some fossil hunting the other day. It blew me away how easy it is to find fossils here at Penn Dixie Fossil Park and Nature Reserve. Check out the video.
It's just pretty crazy because all of this happened 385 million years ago, and just the thought of all of this life taking place over those millions of years, and we have not been around for even a second in the grand scheme of things.
Here at Penn Dixie Fossil Park and Nature Reserve lay treasures from a prehistoric time. Think creatures scurrying across the seabed. Oh yeah, all of this was underwater 380 million years ago.
This was way before the dinosaurs. So if dinosaurs went out fossil hunting, they would actually be finding these fossils themselves with their little buckets. Little T-Rex arms holding tiny little buckets.
Well, I'm not quite a T-Rex. I reckon I can get ferocious about fossil hunting.
Penn Dixie is a fossil park and nature reserve. Here we have a bunch of rock.
And fossils. That is cool.
This used to be a cement company, so it was called Penn Dixie Cement Company. They were open until about 1971. And during that time, they dug up all of this rock, crushed it, and made it into cement.
Some of which went into making the 90. So yeah, you could be driving on a few crushed fossils.
What they did by uncovering all of that rock and taking it away was unearth this fossiliferous layer, which is just a fancy way of saying rock with fossils in it.
And if you're looking for fossils here, basically they're here.
We have a couple different layers here of shale and limestone with a bunch of fossils in it.
Well, I can't fake it. Oh, there's a fossil. This is really a fossil. I really found one. Cool.
So it takes some getting used to finding the fossils in the ground, but once you know what you're looking for, they are just everywhere. The fossils we have here are all from an ancient sea, because Buffalo actually used to be south of the equator, kind of where Rio de Janeiro in Brazil is, and we were entirely underwater, so it looked like a coral reef, which is not what it looks like anymore. The 4 most common fossils we have here is the trilobite, which went extinct about 250 million years ago. And they are these cute, black, shiny little dudes. They look like modern day roly-polies or potato bugs, but they're actually closer related to horseshoe crabs. We have brachiopods, which are like a shellfish animal, which they are still alive. We just don't have nearly as many anymore, but you can still find them in deep, cold waters off of like Washington State. We have corals, just like you'd find in most coral reefs, but our most common one is a horned coral, which went extinct 250 million years ago, and they get their name because they look kind of like horns. And then lastly, we have sea lilies, which are animals that you can still see in coral reefs today, and they get their name because they look like underwater lilies, like the plant. You're allowed to take whatever you find. We just ask if you find something cool, you show us, because we love to see it. But people can leave, depending on how long you spend here. You can spend an hour here and leave with hundreds of fossils, or you can spend the whole day and leave with a whole bucket full of fossils. So it's really a matter of just how long you want to spend.
And on Fossil Fridays, you can hunt all you want for just $7.
Within the first 5 minutes, you're guaranteed to find something.